Ellis-Bextor joins Bennett on Most Requested Live, worldwide with Romeo.
Sophie, so good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
What a moment you're having. This is just incredible. You made your, US TV debut just a few days ago on Fallon, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, so much fun. Absolutely brilliant.
These milestones just keep on hitting for you. I mean, of course, we're talking about Murder on the Dance Floor, having a second life. And so genius of you, you knew 2 decades ago that this would happen, right? Like you saw this breath of fresh air in this song, right? It was your master plan.
Oh, golly, if only I were that smart. I mean, the funny thing is, I don't think I even knew it was going to be a hit the first time around. That's really not a skill set of mine. I've never really known like what songs are going to work and what songs aren't. But I think in a way, that sort of stood me quite well in the test of time because it means that I do things I like. So the happy outcome is I still really like singing Murder. So that's, and you know, it doesn't even feel that old to me. I don't even know where the 20 years has gone.
No, when people say like early 2000, like that's like my prime, those are my prime years. I was like, it's not that long ago, was it?
Yeah, exactly. Not that long ago, right?
Yeah, right. Come on now. Jeez. But I mean, the word timeless is being used because, listen, if it's seamlessly into the music landscape of 2024, this new generation is like hearing this song for the very first time, of course, from the popularity of the movie Saltburn. And what an incredible scene for this song to be a part of. And so how did this all come about? The producers, director hit you up and thought about the idea, and that was kind of it. It was pretty easy.
Yeah, and I think actually Emerald's told me a few times subsequently that she didn't have any other song that she thought would work in that scene. So I was asked for permission for this moment in Saltburn where this triumphant naked dance happens to Murder on Dance Floor. And first of all, just as a synopsis, I was like, count me in. That sounds awesome. I just kind of want to see. I want to see what that looks like. And then when I finally saw the movie, I just thought, God, this is so brilliant. It's very much my kind of film. I like things that are dark and funny and a bit twisted like that. So I really enjoyed it. And I think the soundtrack is brilliant, full stop, you know.
It really is. And like you said, the movie is so unique and it's definitely, you know, my kind of film as well. But did you saw this with your family, right? You saw this with...
I did. Yeah, that wasn't... I didn't know anything about it. It was before the film had come out in the cinema. So we sort of trotted along to an early screening on a sort of weekday morning as well. So it was quite we were like about as sober and wholesome as you can be to start a film like Saltburn. And yeah, it's my brother, my mum, my eldest boy, my husband, my brother's new girlfriend, like welcome to the family. And we all sat together at about 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. But even thinking of it now, it does make me put my head in my hands a little bit. It was just quite challenging. I was like worried about how everybody was.
I'm just like, you know, envisioning that just a 10 a.m. matinee with the fam, little Saltburn. Yeah. Come on, that's great.
A little bit of Saltburn. Yeah,
it brings the family together.
Yeah, well, you know what, we did survive it, and actually, my eldest boy's one of his favorite films he's ever seen. So it all's well that ends well, I think.
Exactly. That happened to me not long ago. It was Thanksgiving. Have you heard of the movie Sausage Party? It's like this animated comedy. It's a dark comedy.
I think I have actually, and to be honest, that title gives away more than Saltburn, to be fair.
True. What was I thinking? I put this on. I haven't seen my parents since.
Good to know. I might need to use that one time.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh. And so, like we said, you just made your US TV debut on Fallon. Were the nerves running through you, or were you just so ready for this moment?
It's a different thing actually. It's just excitement. I don't know if that's just part of getting older or the fact that I love what I do so much. But the last few years when I've been doing new things, like last year I played the Pyramid stage at Glastonbury, and that is like a really prestigious stage. And I just felt like all my birthdays happened at once on that day. And I had the same feeling at Fallon. I was like, this is absolutely brilliant. You know, everybody's being really accommodating. I've got the Roots backing me. I've got a big disco ball. I've got confetti. I just was having a ball. I don't really want to waste things feeling nervous. And to me as well, this is such a celebration of an old friend. You know, I feel very much like I'm Murder on the Dance Floor's mum, and I've always loved singing it, and it's always meant a lot to me. And this moment has allowed me just to, like, I don't know, sort of celebrate my relationship with it in a way.
I love that. And there's that fine line between nervousness and excitement. You know what I mean? It's
yes.
like It's like that balancing act, but it's there's so much to be excited for during this time for you, and not just you, but your pal Natasha Bedingfield is also having a similar moment. I saw your Instagram with Unwritten, and of course that song has become so popular in 2024 because of Anyone But You, the new rom-com. It's just so funny. Like these are the songs that I grew up with. Like these are timeless for me. Like it's so much fun. I love the Unwritten song. It's so good.
It is so good, and it was so nice to get together with Natasha actually, because you know we can really relate to what each other is going through at the moment. And so she came around last week and we had a really good chat about it all. It was good fun.
What do you think? What's the next song you think from the early 2000s that deserves a resurgence? What do you think?
Oh, blimey. I mean, I suppose it kind of goes back to what we were saying before, where to me it doesn't even seem that long ago. So for me, I mean, look, having what's happened to Murder on Dance Floor, it's been the most clued up I've been about the charts for about a decade. Like I'm a 44-year-old woman. I usually don't look at like, oh, what's in the top 10, what's doing well. So I've been kind of happily bobbing along, listening to songs that are probably like 20 years old, thinking they just came out yesterday as it is. Nothing needs a resurgence in my head. It's all fresh as a day.
It's all fresh.
Yeah.
No lie. That's yeah, seriously. I always ask this question on Most Requested Live. I love hearing the responses. The song you wish you wrote. Is there a song that you're in the studio, you're working, you're putting together your project, and you hear a song on the radio and you're like, I love that idea. That's inspiring, but I wish I thought of that first.
You know what? There are so many songs where I think, they would have just known. They must have known this was an awesome song. And actually, the song that popped into my head first is Don't Leave Me This Way, because I've loved every incarnation, and the Thelma Houston 1970s disco version of the song is just, to me, it's like perfection. It just starts off all seductive, and by the end you're like twirling around, and I just love that music can do that. And there must be some songs, like when I said before, I've got no idea what's going to be a hit and what isn't. At the same time, there are some songs where they must have just been like, yeah, we nailed it today, guys, high-fiving on the way out the studio.
Back it up, we got it.
Yeah, we've done it. Well done, us.
Like they knew, like, you know, there was magic that they created, and so, but you're being modest though, right? I mean, there's never that moment in the studio where you're like, this is gold.
Well, look, I mean, I make pop music, so for me, it's pretty vital that at the end of everyday songwriting, I'm smiling, I'm dancing around. Like, if you're serious while you're making and recording pop music, like, stop what you're doing right now. It's supposed to give you that feel. I think actually there's not an equation for it though. I think it has to be about something else in the ether. I think a few things have to line up to give songs the extra layers on them. So I don't think it's just about songs. I think it's about serendipity as well. And I'm glad about that, because so many people have tried to crack the code of writing successful songs. And I'm glad it's always a little bit intangible. I like that. I like that element of other bit of magic. It's the sort of extra level of glue, I think, that you need to make what we do special. Yeah.
I think you're right. A little bit of magic, a little bit of mystery.
Yeah. Just something else in the air, definitely. And I think that's what's wonderful, really. And that's what's kind of given me, I suppose, like, it's kept me kind of linked to like teenage me whenever I'm songwriting. It's that possibility of what might happen. I love that feeling.
What's going to happen for the rest of the year for you? Any what's next in 2024? Are you going to release all the other songs that came out 20 years?
That was my plan. That was literally my plan. Like, okay, and now my second single, and now my third. I mean, can you imagine? Like,
wait to hear this one.
It's so stress-free as well. I have to say, just as an aside, promoting Murder on the Dance Floor now to people who didn't know it then, but with a video where I'm half my age, is like really brilliant. I can really recommend that to people. But I'm making new music. I'm in the studio. That's what I was already doing. I was planning on I thought I'd have a quiet beginning to the year, making a new album before I go touring. And I've got lots of lovely touring. I'm coming to the States for my first ever live shows. So that's exciting. And just sort of more of the same, really. More songs, more twirling around in sparkly outfits, that kind of stuff.
And we're here for it. We are so here for it. Thank you for all the good vibes, Sophie. Congrats on the second life of Murder on the Dance Floor. We can't see what's next for you in 2024. Thank you for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.